What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the classified sector in the Battle Pass, what's going on with the marketing today for Season 4 Reloaded, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, I got plenty of merch available over at dkdynamite.store. I got the bomb plushies, which are actually shipping out really soon for those out there who pre-ordered. Got shirts, hoodies, shorts, even the beanies that are back, and even a refresh of summer merch coming up in the next couple of weeks. Also, we got brand new shirts representing Detonated over on the website. Speaking of which, plenty of articles also going up over at detonated.com. Even though the news is very quiet right now for Call of Duty, still got plenty of articles going up in regards to every single game mode, and of course even more tweets over on Detonated's Twitter. The link to Detonated is of course down below in this video's description. But today we got a free pack added into the item shop, which is an animated RIP emblem. And what's funny is today was a bit of a rip in terms of marketing that we expected for Season 4 Reloaded. Call of Duty instead went ahead and tweeted out a little video preview of the new Jaguar bundle, which I found a little odd considering the fact that most bundles that come out don't get marketing that correlates with that pack for an extra couple of days. Usually a bundle comes out and a good 3-4 days later you get a little preview marketing type video posted on Call of Duty's Twitter about that bundle. Today they ended up marketing it on the same day as release, which was cool, I guess. Hopefully they do more of that in the future for packs that are relevant on a certain day. But we didn't get anything at all in regards to information about our mid-season 4 update, but we did get confirmation of a new double XP event, which we'll get to in a second. But as a reminder too, tomorrow is when the timer apparently ends for the Assault on Vondel event. It's unclear what happens when that timer expires. Are you then not able to access any of the challenges or rewards anymore for Assault on Vondel? Or is that timer bugged out and it's meant to actually last until next Wednesday the 12th when Season 4 Reloaded is meant to release? I'll be live here in the morning instead of doing a podcast to kind of see what happens with that and to also see if any marketing does get released for our mid-Season 4 update. Now, as I covered in my previous video, Reloaded updates have been marketed a little inconsistently across Modern Warfare 2. I'm not sure or remember how they were handled in Modern Warfare 19, Cold War Vanguard. I just know every major season always gets marketed an exact week before the season is meant to release. That's a Wednesday before the following Wednesday. But Reloaded updates for MWII have been a little different, whereas Season 1 Reloaded was marketed on a Friday, the second one was marketed on a Thursday, and the third one was marketed on a Wednesday, an exact week before. But it's never been consistent where it's an exact Wednesday before. Looks like they already missed a Wednesday and a Thursday for Season 4 Reloaded, so the last chance, I guess, is Friday, if next Wednesday is the release date of the mid-season. However, it's also possible they start marketing everything on Monday and even Tuesday for release July the 12th, that Wednesday. They could be doing something a little bit different this time around where they don't market things too much in advance. Maybe there's a risk of some type of other leaks coming out, or they don't want to actually spoil too much. They want to save everything for the actual update itself. And if anything, that's kind of cool. If they want to go ahead and save a bunch of surprises for a good day or two before launch instead of revealing everything a good week before and letting momentum die down a little bit, maybe they're trying something a bit different this time with the mid-season 4 update. But today they confirmed that you can grab the squad for 24 hours of double XP action. You can earn double player XP from July 7th, 10 a.m. Pacific, to July 8th, 10 a.m. Pacific in Warzone and even Modern Warfare 2. So a bit of a random XP event for all platforms. But notice how the video they used for this promo is that same frame from the Vondel trailer showing the logo of the boys. And I'm curious if it's just a coincidence they happen to use that frame for the promo about a double XP weekend coming up, or is that a hint that the marketing and the reveal and the release of the collab with the boys is just around the corner? I feel like that's probably the case, since they're not going to market Reloaded tomorrow, then they're going to have to squeeze all that into Monday and Tuesday before it all releases on Wednesday, unless the mid-season update did get delayed, which I don't think is the case either. But hey, it could just be a hint that before we know, we'll have a full blog post, maybe a new type of roadmap, or even a bit of a trailer for whatever collab they have planned with that TV show. But aside from that though, I want to go into the classified sector in our Battle Pass, since that does unlock in the next 5 days, time of recording this video. 5 days from now is of course going to be Season 4 Reloaded, at least that's what we're assuming right now. And in terms of what's in that classified sector, the first thing that came to mind is that it can't just be a basic sector of 5 or 6 tiers with cosmetics that would have just fit fine in the original release of the Season 4 Battle Pass. It has to be something unique, right? And I'm gonna guess that if it's not something to do with the boys, it has to at least be the new DLC weapon. Now, when they released the new DLC weapon, which is of course a redacted shotgun, according to Season 4 blog post, they could just release that through an in-game challenge, of course, that you can do in either multiplayer, Warzone, maybe even DMZ, or they could actually release that weapon inside of this classified sector. Now, the way the DLC weapons work inside of Call of Duty Battle Passes is relatively the same every season. You can actually get those weapons for free by just grinding through those tiers, even if you don't own the Battle Pass. But if you own the Battle Pass, you get access to all the other tiers as a part of that sector. That's the way it always works. So regardless if you guys own the Season 4 Battle Pass or not, you should still be able to unlock the DLC shotgun. If if that does get added into the classified sector in the next couple of days or so. But if that weapon isn't tied to the classified sector, there's also that 5th and rumored DLC weapon, which again might not be anything, but according to the actual weapon mastery charm for any of the Season 4 weapons, there is apparently 5 DLC weapons a part of Season 4, and we only know about 4 of them so far. The 2 Battle Pass ones that we got, which is the Tempest Razorback, the ISO 45, we then have the Tonfa Melee, which already came out through a community challenge, and then this redacted shotgun, which might be the Tavor TS12. I'll try to put some footage or clips on screen of what that shotgun is like for those out there unfamiliar with it, and if you're not a gun expert, but maybe there is a 5th DLC weapon also coming to either this classified sector or another part of Season 4 Reloaded that we don't know about yet. But I did see an image that got posted and actually tagged Detonated in over on Twitter today, and appreciate all you guys out there for thinking of Detonated when you guys see something new. Always feel free to tweet either me, the Detonated account, or DM, whichever the case is and what works best for you. But there are some images floating around of a pistol being unlocked inside of DMZ. I believe that's a visual glitch. Whenever you unlock something new, sometimes it just shows you a basic image of a pistol, kind of like that little HUD image that's highlighted in white. I think that's just a visual bug, unless there is a DLC pistol also around the corner. A full list of upcoming weapons did get posted not too long ago for MW2, and maybe one of the weapons on this list is the 5th one coming in Season 4, or it's something else entirely that we don't know about yet. Could even be a melee weapon for all we know. I'll keep you guys posted with that one. But like I mentioned, if this classified sector is just a bonus sector that has a couple of cool looking blueprints that are blue themed, kind of like how the other Season 4 blueprints are, or something of that nature, that would feel a little too basic, and it wouldn't really make much sense to me since they've hyped up this classified sector quite a bit in the blog post. They have the timer that you can see in-game right now. I doubt it's anything too simple, so maybe, and just maybe, it is part of the Boys collab, and it's going to be some cosmetics that are a part of the Boys crossover. Things you can actually get quote-unquote for free if you already own the pass, or things you can actually get for free without owning the pass, but you just kind of progress through the game and burn through those tiers. Maybe that's what's going on there. It could be some blueprints that are themed all around the TV show, The Boys. I would love to see that. There's even a theory going around right now that maybe the tiers take twice as long to burn through in comparison to the regular sectors and tiers that we already have in the regular Battle Pass. That could be the case too, to kind of spice it up and just make it a little bit more of a challenge than some of the regular tiers actually are. Could also encourage more sales of the Season 4 Battle Pass if this classified sector does feature some content from The Boys. It would kind of almost be a 4th incentive for buying the pass, right? You have the regular version coming with 100 tiers of content. You have the $20 Battle Pass bundle featuring some tier skips. Then you have the Black Cell bundle for $30 that you can't buy with COD points, which features even more crazy bonus cosmetics. Maybe there's going to be an extra piece of marketing for the Battle Pass now that says, hey guys, buy the Battle Pass if you missed out on it, because there's some content from the Boys TV show featured in a classified sector that you can only get if you spend at least the $10 on the pass itself. Who knows how they're going to do that. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. If you're injured and don't know where to start, you can submit a claim in 8 clicks or less without ever having to leave the couch. Submitting a claim for an injury doesn't have to be a stuffy process. With Morgan & Morgan, there's no need for you to visit law offices and sit through timely consultations. You can submit a claim and have a lawyer review your case with only 8 clicks from your mobile app. Now, Morgan & Morgan is a 21st century law firm which has modernized the injury law process, making it so easy to submit your claim. You can submit your case details, sign contracts, upload documents, and medical records all from your cell phone. You can even text your attorney and legal team throughout the duration of your case. Submitting an injury claim after a car accident is a no-brainer. You have nothing to lose, and a firm like Morgan & Morgan can quickly determine if you even have a case. Don't overthink it though. Take action to protect your rights, and Morgan & Morgan will fight to get the compensation that you deserve. But with that being said, check out Morgan & Morgan with the special link down below in this video's description or the pinned comment, and thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring tonight's video. But it was also brought to my attention that Fortnite does do expansions to their battle passes. I'm not really aware of that because I'm not really a Fortnite guy, nor have I ever really looked into how the game exactly works. But the fact that that game does it, now I can understand why they want to experiment a bit more and try something a bit different with this battle pass expansion. And I'm all for that, right? I think it really does spice up and add some more value to every mid-season update if it's more than just whatever's left on the roadmap, or even a couple of other surprises that usually get tweeted out or things that get added into the game that are kind of just stealth changes. If it's something along the lines of a battle pass expansion or, you know, a refresh to an in-game event with even more challenges and rewards, I'm all for that, and that gives people more to do during the mid-season that'll kind of keep people going until the start of the next season. So with that, I'm totally on board with how they're going to be doing this, and let me know how you're feeling about a Battle Pass expansion down below in the comments. But I also think if the classified sector is tied to the Boys collab, that could support the theory too that maybe one or a few of the characters from the 7 or just a part of the TV show in general could be added in via just an outfit not the full operator, not the full licensed character with voice lines from the actual actor from the show. Maybe they're doing something like that where they turn Nikto into Black Noir, or they have a Maeve or Starlight outfit for Rose, one of the other female characters in the game, and then you'll still have your 2400 COD point bundles for Homelander or Soldier Boy, Billy Butcher. Those will still be a usual bundle that you're accustomed to for a crossover where, again, it just costs 20 bucks. You buy it, you get all the content flat out, but maybe they'll still offer you something a bit different for those out there that don't want to spend the $20, but maybe you already own the Battle Pass, and you can go ahead and get your hands on an outfit from the show. I want to remind you guys of a Nikolai skin. Yes, Primus Nikolai from Call of Duty Zombies. There was an outfit you were able to get for one of the characters in Modern Warfare 19. I believe it was during Season 6 of that game, where they released like a Zombies themed bundle featuring a Hellhound pet and a Quick Revive emblem. But there's also an outfit you can get in that bundle, I believe, that looked exactly like Primus Nikolai. So they've done it before where they released the likeliness or an outfit of a familiar character just for a random operator in the game, though, not the actual operator himself or herself. So with that, they might just do that again here with the Boys Clap to really add in as much as possible. And I think that actually answers some fan feedback for those out there that are like, oh, come on, for this collab with TMNT or NBA or, you know, the World Cup, let's get more than just some operator bundles. Let's get actual events, earnable rewards, you know, some type of challenges, something themed around the show aside from just packs that cost 20 bucks. And I think Vanguard actually did that pretty cool with Operation Monarch, or Warzone Caldera, I should say, did that. Vanguard didn't really do anything with that one, but I think it's also cool to see more than just the bundles. Have the bundles too, but just offer more variety for those out there that don't want to spend the extra COD points. There's also a new quest tied to Vandal, I believe, that's releasing in the mid-season. I'm also curious if that's tied to the Boys crossover, considering the logo for the show did get teased in a Vandal-focused trailer. So I'll be curious to see if the quest itself is something Compound V or superhero themed that would fit the crossover so much more perfectly and would also eliminate the complaint of, oh, it's just bundles that came out. No, there's actually going to be more than that. Potentially a quest in-game to get who knows what reward, maybe even some free stuff through the classified sector, and hopefully even more. It's like I mentioned on the podcast before, though, the World Cup crossover Season 1 could have been handled a bit better if the content released in a different order. If you would have released the Warzone Cup Rocket League type LTM first, then released maybe a couple of the bundles, then did the pick a team, win a blueprint little event, then after that released a final bundle or two, they would have done that. It probably would have been a much more well-received crossover overall, but the fact that it just kind of released the bundles almost all within like a span of, I think, 2 weeks it was, then the pick a team, win a blueprint, then dropped the LTM for just I think it was 4 or 5 days, not even. It was kind of just the odd crossover. It didn't resonate all that well with the community, and they could have handled that a bit better, but that's just honest feedback from my point of view. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the classified sector here in the Battle Pass? What are you thinking is going to be featured in the sector itself, as well as what could be in some of the boys themed bundles coming out during Reloaded? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.